Ready? All right, David Carter here, Great River Honda, Natchez, Mississippi. Doing our Thursday tech tip. Today we're going to look at something pretty simple, but something, again, that can cost you a lot of money, brakes, okay? This is a Pioneer 700 that came in, wants to look at adjusting and fixing the front brakes. Front brakes are a simple job. Usually you can change the brake pads. Brake pads range anywhere from 30 to 60 bucks. It takes usually less than about an hour of labor to put on, so pretty simple. In this case right here, I'm not sure where to start, but look at changing the brake pads. Obviously, the brake pads on this bike here were non-existent, okay? Let's look at these brake pads. So your brake pad comes, a hard piece of steel at the back, and then there's your brake pad, and this is what they call like a little tattletale right here, okay? You see it kind of moves, has some flexibility. As your brakes wear down, you notice before you get to steel, this little tattletale will start to squeak a little bit, okay? And you'll know it's time to change your brakes. You can see the difference in this bike here, how much it wore off. All right, it went plumb through the brake pads, and I hate that we threw the actual brake pad itself away, but it actually wore through the tattletale and into the steel. Okay, so when he's pushing his brakes, he's pushing steel on steel. Okay, now this here is the rotor that was pushing on it. Now this piece right here, I'm going to show it to you because we weren't supposed to replace it, but we had to. This is the thickness it's supposed to be. There goes our brake caliper, and look how much we wore off of there. All right, wore off of there, going steel on steel. Okay, you can probably see the indentation in there, where when he pushed the brakes, the steel actually wore into it. Okay, so now instead of changing our brake pads for the total brake job, both sides being 150, 175 bucks, we're having to change the rotors, our caliper here. This is actually what goes inside your brakes. All right, this goes in here, and as you push your brakes, it pushes oil and basically pushes this out and your brake out, and that's what kind of pushes against here and makes it stop, okay? Well, it wore down so much, okay, that this here, there's an O-ring inside here that gives it pressure that makes this push out when you step on the brake, okay? It wore out so bad that you can see all these little indentions on here where it's supposed to have the pressure to push the O-ring, so bad that now that this is damaged, when you push pressure, oil will actually get around this a little bit, come out of your caliper and leak out on it. So now we're having to change the whole caliper, all of this, everything. These are about $125 a piece. These are about $300 a piece. So you're looking at $425 to $450. Keep in mind we got two sides. So what could have been a $150 job is now going to be about a $750 job, because we have to replace pretty much the whole brake system because of neglect and abuse. So bikes are made to help you out. Your brake pads have these little things, these little tattletales. When you hear them squeaking, chances are it's time to change out your brake pads. They've lived out their life. But if you ignore these things, you wear them down, ride steel on steel, it gets expensive. So keep that in mind. Again, we got Nick Guidry, Glenn Bowen, great technicians here. They can fix these problems pretty quick and easy, but save yourself some money and maintain your bikes. Then you won't have to see us near as much. All right, you probably get your bike at the shop a whole lot quicker too. So that's your Thursday tech tip from Great River Honda. Maintain your front brakes on your side by sides. They're a little heavier. They ain't gonna lie to you when they tell you they need to be changed. So come see us, Great River Honda.